Hi everyone. Thank you for watching StructPro video tutorial. In today's tutorial, we will demonstrate how to utilize column commands. First, click the Program ID button to connect StructPro with ETABS. The column command panel can be opened by clicking the column button from the StructPro menu. The column commands contains a set of commands that allow the user to interact with column data in ETABS in the most efficient way. There are four main functions of the column commands. First, the commands enable you to view and edit the column properties, including sections and effective length. Second, the commands allow you to extract column analysis forecast results from ETABS. Third, you can use column commands to extract your reinforcement design results or column checking results obtained from ETABS as well. Finally, there is a load takedown command to extract column load for each load case to compare with your manual load takedown calculation. In this tutorial, we will demonstrate these functions step by step. To begin with the commands, we first need to create the data index row as described in the third lesson. To create the data index row, click to open Data Index panel by clicking the Data ID button in the menu. Once the Data Index panel is opened, you can view data index names in the data index list. Now, select the keyword column from the list and click the Index button to insert the keyword to the Excel sheet. Now, let's start with View and edit the column section property. To view and edit the column section property, first select the keyword section from the data name list and click the Index button to insert the keyword to the Excel sheet. Next, you need to import a list of columns that you want to work with into the Excel table. To do so, select the desired columns from the ETABS window, then click the Get Column button. The selected columns will be imported into your Excel sheet. Please note that if you select only one cell, StructPro will, by default, collect all the selected columns into that single cell. If you want to distribute the selected column to multiple cells, then select more than one row before click the Get Column button. Once the column names are imported into the table, select the column name for which you want to extract the section details, and then click the Get Column Property button. Then all the sections associated with the column will be imported into the table. Now, to edit the column property, first click the Property button from the StructPro menu. Then click Get Frame Section button to get the section list. Select one section from the list to overwrite the column section in the table. Once you have edited the section name in the table, select the columns you want to update, and click the Set Column Property button. After the command completes, the section of the selected columns will be updated accordingly. Next, we will show you how to extract column analysis results from the model into the Excel table. First, we'll start with extracting the column forces. To start extracting column forces, first ensure that the data index keywords for column forces are in the table. To do this, go to the data index list, search for the relevant keywords, and then click the index button to insert them into the table. Next, you need to define the list of load combinations from which you want to extract the forces. To do this, click the Loading button in the StructPro menu. Then click the Get Combo List button to import the load combinations from the ETABS model. After importing, organize the combinations to include only those from which you want to extract results. Note that the combination list does not need to be on the same sheet as the column table. To define the extraction combo list, return to the column table sheet and click the Set Force Combo button. When the selection window opens, choose the desired load combinations and click Update to complete the combo definition. Once the column forces data index keywords and load combination list are prepared, run the analysis. Then select the columns from which you want to extract the forces and click the Get Analysis Forces button. The column analysis forces corresponding to each data index keyword will be imported into the Excel table accordingly. Note that the forces imported are the enveloped forces for all the selected load combinations. The column forces are extracted from the top and bottom regions of the columns. StructPro can also combine the results of multiple columns into a single column. To combine the results of multiple columns into a single column, simply add a plus sign between the names of the columns you wish to join together. Note that the order of the columns need to be arranged from low to high elevation. The Extracting Forces command is applied as similar to an individual column. In addition to extracting results for individual column, StructPro also allows users to extract column results by group and stories. To create a story group, return to the Column command panel and use the Get Column command to retrieve column names. Consolidate all column names belonging to the same group into one cell. Then provide the group name next to the cell contains the column list. Next, define the column group by clicking the Set Column Group button. When the input window opens, select both Column Contains Group Name and Column List, then hit OK to complete defining column group. Next, return to the column data table. Now we will input the group names instead of individual column data. Next, use the previous commands to extract data for each column group. Note that each column group can contain several columns. The analysis results extracted for each group will encompass the results of all columns within the group. The column group can also be selected by click the Select button. Use this selecting function to isolate the column group for further verification of the result. With StructPro, you can easily break down the column output forces by story levels. To break down the column output forces by story level, you need to add 2 additional data index names to the column data table, which are group index name and story index name. To get the story name, click Property button from the StructPro menu, and then click Get Story Names from the Property panel. Next, specify the name of the group column and key in the desired story level you want to export. Note that multiple story levels can be input, and they are separated by semicolons. The data in the column index will be updated to reflect the selected column group and corresponding story level. Once everything is defined, run the same command to obtain the forces for the specified column group and story level. In addition to the envelope forces, StructPro allows users to extract and view forces from all individual load combinations. To do this, click the Option button in the Data Index table, then check the Import Column Table Data option. Return to the column table, select the desired column, and click the Get Analysis Forces button again. A hidden sheet containing all individual forces associated with the column group will then be imported into the Excel file. To view this hidden sheet, click the Sheet button in the StructPro menu to open the Sheet panel. Select the column name and click the Show button in the Sheet panel. All other sheets can also be viewed from this panel. Next, we will show you how to extract column design results from the model into the Excel table. To start extracting column design results, first ensure that the data index keywords for column design are in the table. To do this, go to the data index list, search for the relevant keywords, and then click the Index button to insert them into the table. The design parameters are longitudinal and shear reinforcement of the columns. In addition to the design parameters, we also want to view the flexural utilization factor. When the column section is set for checking, the total rebar will be based on our predefined values, and the utilization factor will indicate the column's capacity. Next, set up and perform the column design in ETABS. Once the column design data index keywords and design data are ready, select the columns from which you want to extract the design results, and click the Get Design Rebars button. The column design rebars corresponding to each data index keyword will be imported into the Excel table accordingly. As you can see, when the column section is set for design, the required longitudinal rebar is displayed, while the utilization factor is 0. Now let's set the column section for checking. As you can see, when the column section is set for checking, the total rebar will be based on our predefined values, and the utilization factor will be shown to indicate the column's capacity. Lastly, we will show you how to export column load takedown data. To export column load takedown data, start by inserting the desired load case or load combination into the index name row. To get list of the current load case or load combination, switch to the loading panel and click the Get Load Case and Load Combination list. Then find the case you want to export and insert to the index data table. Once the load case rows are set, click the Column Load Takedown button in the column panel to execute the command. After the command completes, all axial loads for the columns corresponding to each load case or load combination specified in the data index row will be imported. This concludes today's tutorial. Please like, share and subscribe this channel to watch more video tutorials of our software in the future. Thank you for watching.